Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 3 easy, super delicious, budget-friendly meals that I know your whole family will love. So this first meal, you guys, I'm going to be making some chorizo tacos. So here I have 4 tubes. I am not going to be using this one. I am a family of 9, so I am making quite a bit. But I'm going to be using this brand, and it's super delicious, you all. And I also have a large onion that I will be dicing up. So here I have my chorizo in the pan, so I'm just going to start breaking it up really nicely. And you guys, this does not take long to make at all. It's really easy and simple. You literally just cook your chorizo, add in your onion, throw in your eggs, season it a little bit, and you have yourself a nice dinner. So here, as you can see, I did have it on medium heat. And once the juices started flowing, I went ahead and added in my onions. So I'm going to let this cook for about 10 minutes. And so here in this pot, I just have some tomatillos and some serrano peppers. I'm going to be making a salsa as well. So this is looking super delicious, y'all. It had my whole house smelling so good. So this is my salsa all done. And I literally, you guys, if you do want the recipe for my salsa, I'll have it down in the description box. But let me tell you, it is kind of spicy. It's like super spicy because I only used 4 tomatillos and 7 serrano peppers. So yeah, here I am mixing up my eggs, and I'm just going to get ready and pour it into my chorizo here. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and give this a good mix. Get it all mixed in there, and you got, it's going to be so good. I'm telling you guys, I can eat chorizo all the time. Like, I know it's mainly for like breakfast, but I love having chorizo for dinner. It's quick, it's easy, everybody loves it. It's seriously, y'all, so good. So here I'm just going to go ahead and add in some salt. And I also added in some garlic powder as well to taste. Just on your preference. It depends how much salt or garlic powder you would want to put in there. But yeah, it's just on your preference. I wanted to share with you guys my cute little tray. I decorated it for Christmas. I just love it. I got all this stuff from Hobby Lobby because they were having their 50% off on Christmas decor. So here, everything is about done. I'm warming up my tortillas on my comal. And I just love having this comal. Like, I can literally, like, this is how I warm up my tortillas all the time. Super easy and super convenient. So I love that my stove comes with this comal. So here is my plate, you guys. I just paired it with some refried beans. I have queso fresco on top with some limes, salsa, and I just put on a little cilantro. So this next recipe, I'm going to be making some picadillo. It's kind of like a Mexican beef stew, I would say. There are so many ways of making it, but this is just one of my favorite ways of making it. So here I have 5 potatoes peeled and diced. I also have a large onion diced. I have a can of corn. We are going to drain that. I also have a regular small can of tomato sauce and some El Pato hot tomato sauce. If you don't want it too spicy, then you can just go ahead and just use a whole can of the regular tomato sauce. I also have beef broth and cumin and garlic powder and salt. So this is everything you're going to need. So let's get right into it. So here I'm just browning up my ground beef, and I'm just going to cook this up until there's no pink no longer visible. Then I'm going to strain it, and I'm not going to add any seasonings to it quite yet. I'm just going to go ahead and throw in my onions for now, and I'm just going to saute these for about 2 to 3 minutes or until they're nice and translucent. And I also wanted to say, if you guys are new, hello and welcome. Thanks for clicking on today's video. I would love to have you guys join my YouTube family and subscribe. It would mean so much to me to have you a part of my YouTube family. So next, I am going to add in my tomato sauce. So here I have 2 small cans, the El Pato and the regular tomato sauce. I'm going to add in half of the regular tomato sauce along with half of the El Pato hot tomato sauce. Now, if you guys don't want it spicy, you can just go ahead and use the regular tomato sauce. So just a full small can, or if you do like it spicy, you can just go ahead and use the whole can of the El Pato hot tomato sauce, but it's totally up to you and your preference. And once I mix it up really well, I'm gonna go ahead and add in this full bottle of beef broth, and then I'm going to add in my potatoes and my corn. And I also wanted to throw out there, you guys can make it either juicy as you'd like or not as juicy, but me, I do really like it juicy. But it's totally up to your preference. Like I say, a lot of people make it different ways, so it kind of just depends on how juicy you'd like it. And also, I kind of like to put as much beef broth, at least enough to cover your potatoes, so that way they can cook nice and evenly. So here I'm just adding in my cumin, and I'm going to be adding in my garlic powder. And I did add salt as well, and you can do it to taste. Like I said, I will have all the exact measurements down in the description box. But honestly, you guys, it's totally up to your preference on how you guys like it. Because I know some people might think it's salty, and some people might think it's not enough. So it just kind of just depends on your preference on how you like it. So now I'm just going to pop the lid on, and I'm just going to go ahead and keep this on a medium heat. And I'm going to let this simmer for about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, or until your potatoes are nice and softened. So here it is all done, you guys. So I do like to add in cilantro at the last minute and just kind of mix it in there and let it sit there at least for a few minutes. And then it would be ready to serve. You guys, this is seriously so good. It's seriously such a comfort food. And I like to serve this with tortillas and rice or some beans. It's seriously so good. So here's a picture of it all done. As you can see, it looks delicious. And here is my plate. I just served it with some rice, some corn tortillas, and some avocado. In this last meal that I'm going to be making some delicious oven-baked chicken breast, you guys. Now this is so simple. I literally just use Italian seasoning, oregano, garlic powder, and salt, and butter. You literally, guys, that's simple but yet so delicious, and this chicken comes out tender every single time. So the first thing I like to do is I just like to brush on some butter and then I will be adding in my chicken breast. Now you guys, I feel like it just gives it the flavor. Honestly, like I just love it. It's super delicious and juicy. Oh my god, it's so good. Like, I'm so serious. So first I'm just going to add in my salt. I'm going to season it really well with salt, the oregano, Italian seasoning, and garlic powder. And that's literally all you do, guys. Seriously, that simple and so good. And also, if you'd like, you guys can follow me over on Instagram at Tia's Farmhouse Decor. I do like to post about my upcoming videos, family, lifestyle, home decor, and all that fun stuff. I have been posting a lot of Christmas stuff recently because, as you guys know, Christmas is right around the corner, and I don't know about you guys, but I love to decorate, and I just have so much fun decorating. Like, it's seriously so fun. So here, back to the chicken. So right now I am just adding on a little dab of butter to each chicken breast, and I just feel like you said, you guys, it just gives it so much flavor, and I feel like it makes it so juicy. And then once I have all the butter on all the chicken breast, I'm just going to be adding on a little bit more oregano. So when it melts, the oregano and the seasoning can just go on to the chicken. And seriously, you guys, it is so good. So this is what it looks like before I put it into the oven. So I have my oven on 400 degrees, and I'm going to be baking these for about 35 to 40 minutes. So here it is all done. I just like to baste them with all the butter on there, and it just makes it so delicious. And you guys, I'm telling you guys, I cannot get over it. Like, it's seriously so good. So here I'm also making some mashed potatoes and some corn, and they're also about done. So I'm just gonna get ready and strain them, and it's gonna be time for dinner. So here is my plate. I just served this with my mashed potatoes, obviously, and some corn. And it was seriously so good, and I just put on some pepper onto my potatoes and corn, and it was seriously such a comfort food and so good. Hey y'all, so welcome back to another What's for Dinner, where I share with you guys 3 easy, super delicious, budget-friendly meals that I know your whole family will love. I do try to bring these recipes to my channel weekly, and I'm telling you, if you guys need some new dinner inspiration, I am your girl. I will hook it up. So this first meal I'm going to start off with is the oven-baked ranch pork chops, you guys. These are super delicious, and it's so easy to make. So here I just have 3 packs of pork chops. I have some Italian ranch seasoning along with some thyme, salt, and paprika, and you're also going to need some olive oil. So yeah, let's hop right into it. And also, if you guys are new, hello and welcome. My name is Tia, and I'm always in the kitchen cooking up some bomb, delicious dinners, of course, budget friendly as well. So if you're needing some new dinner inspiration, then I'm telling you, I am your girl. I will hook it up. I do try to bring these videos to my channel weekly, and I would just love to have you a part of my YouTube family. It's totally free. Just hit on that subscription button down below and that notification bell so you won't miss out on any of my future videos. So here, you guys, I just added on some olive oil, and I'm just gonna go ahead and sprinkle my seasoning mixture onto my pork chops, and I'm just gonna rub them in really good, and you want to continue this process on both sides. And so once I got my pork chops all seasoned, I do like to go in and add a little bit more thyme to the top of them. I just feel like it gives it that fresh flavor and also the fresh look that we all love. And I'm also going to be making some oven roasted ranch potatoes as well, using the same seasoned mixture that we used for our chops. And since the potatoes do take longer than the chops, I went ahead and set my oven to 400 degrees, and I baked these. And then once the potatoes were halfway done, I threw in the pork chops as well. And so here is what it looks like all done. As you guys can see, they look seriously so good. And take a look at these beautiful chops here. When I'm telling you guys, they are super tender. I mean, I'm serious. They were seriously so good. And so here is my plate. I just served it with some peas. And so on the next night, I decided to make some enchilada SUIZAS. If you're not familiar with them, they're basically enchiladas in a tomatillo salsa and cream sauce. It's seriously so good. And here's all the ingredients. I just have some cilantro, I have an onion, 4 cloves of garlic, 3 serrano peppers. I also have about, I want to say 20 tomatillos. And you're also going to need corn tortillas, crema mexicana, salt, pepper. And you're also going to need, well, I used mozzarella, but it calls for Swiss cheese, but I just had mozzarella on hand, so that's what I used. And you're also going to need some vegetable oil, and I will also have all the ingredients down below in the description box. So first things first, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw in my chicken into my pot here, along with my half of a white onion and salt and pepper, and you're just gonna fill the water up until it's covering your chicken, at least halfway. And so next, in a saucepan, you just want to go ahead and add in all your tomatillos, and you want to make sure you guys wash these really well because they kind of do have a slimy consistency to them. So make sure you just peel them and then wash them off, rinse them off with warm water. And then you're gonna also throw in your other half of your onion along with 3 serrano peppers. And if you don't want to add spicy, just cut down on the serranos, or you can use jalapeno because they're not that spicy as the serranos. Then you just want to add the water in. And we are just going to cook these up for about 10 to 15 minutes on a boil, or until you see a change in color in your tomatillos. And so after about 20 minutes, your chicken should be done. And I'm just gonna take them out so I can let them cool so I can shred them. And you also do want to preserve a half a cup of this chicken broth as well, because you're going to need it for when you make your salsa. And so now, as you can see, I am just making my tomatillo salsa, and we're also going to be using the half a cup of chicken broth that I preserved as well, along with a handful of cilantro and salt and garlic powder. And so yeah, you guys, I really do recommend this recipe, especially if you want to try a different type of Mexican recipe. If you are even into Mexican food, give this one a try. It's seriously so good. And like I said, it is one of my all-time fave enchiladas. I just love it. The creaminess from the enchilada salsa. Oh my god, you guys. I'm telling you guys, it is seriously so bomb. And so here I just have a pan here. I'm going to add in a little bit of vegetable oil, and once it's heated up, I am going to add in my salsa. And so next, this is when you want to add in your crema mexicana. So here I'm just adding in, you can also add in as much as you'd like. I used about a half, I want to say. And then you just want to mix that up really well, and you want to simmer this for about 5 minutes. And I just wanted to say, don't mind that burn that I have on my arm here, or my hand. I actually burned myself the other night making dinner, so yeah, you guys, the joys of cooking. So here I am just tasting for salt. So it does need a little bit, so I'm just going to go ahead and add in some salt. And after about 5 minutes, your sauce should look like this. As you guys can see, it did get thicker. This is exactly what you want. And so next, I just have some oil in a pan here, and I'm just frying them on each side just for a few seconds. And once you start to see bubbles forming on your tortilla, that's how you know they are ready. And you don't want to make these crispy, you just want to get them nice and soft, so it makes it easier to roll for your enchiladas. And it also gives it a really authentic flavor. And you just want to continue this process until you get the amount of tortillas that you're needing. And so now that the chicken is cooled, I'm gonna go ahead and work on shredding it. And you can also use a hand blender as well if you'd like. And so next I am just taking some of my enchilada sauce, and I'm gonna add about 2 cups into my chicken mixture here. And I'm just gonna mix it up really well. And here in a minute, you will see me add another cup because I feel like it needed some more. So I just went ahead and added a little bit more. And so next, I just have my baking dish here. I added on some sauce into the bottom of my baking dish. And then I'm just gonna have my tortilla here. I add on my chicken first along with my cheese. And then I just roll it up, and I'm gonna continue this process until I get all my enchiladas rolled up. And also, if you guys like, you can follow me over on Instagram. I will have it popped up right here, but it's just Tia's Farmhouse Decor. I do like to post about my upcoming videos, family, lifestyle, home decor, and all that fun stuff. I would love to have you join me over there as well. Thank you. Alright, so once you got all your enchiladas rolled, you want to go ahead and add on your sauce. And let me tell you guys, this sauce is seriously so good. I feel like it's what makes the dish. Honestly, it's so good and so creamy. And I'm telling y'all are gonna want to go back for seconds. I'm not even gonna lie. These are seriously such a comfort food for me. And like I said, one of my all-time fave enchiladas. So every time I make these, I get so excited because they're seriously just that good to me. Like, anyways, I hope y'all feel the same. But if you guys do decide to try out any of these recipes on this video, go ahead and leave a comment down below and let me know how it turned out for you. And so here I'm just adding on some cheese. And if you guys know me, y'all know I love me some cheese. The more cheese, the better. So here I just threw in my enchiladas, and I have my oven preheated to 400. And we're just gonna let this bake for about 15 to 20 minutes or until your cheese is nice and melted. So here they are, all out the oven. Do you just see how ooey and gooey that cheese and oh my god, y'all. Anyway, so once they are done, I do like to add on some sauce into my plate along with my enchiladas. And do you guys see how cheesy these enchiladas look? Oh my god, you guys, they are seriously to die for. Like, oh my gosh, y'all are going to love these. And I like to top it off with some fresh cilantro. And so here is my plate, you guys. Look how delicious these babies look. Like, I'm so excited. I cannot wait to dig in. These are seriously my fave enchiladas, and I hope you guys give them a try. So on this night, I did not feel like cooking, a big meal. So I just had some boneless buffalo wings in the freezer along with some fries. And I just made these for everybody since they're not that spicy. The kids love them. And we just served them with some ranch. So hey you guys, welcome back to another What's for Dinner, where I share with you guys 3 easy, super delicious, budget-friendly meals. So you guys, this first meal I'm making a chicken bacon ranch pasta bake. So y'all, this is seriously super easy and so delicious. So the first thing I'm getting started on is cutting up my chicken breast into bite-sized pieces. And also, if you guys are new, hello and welcome. My name is Tia and I would love to have you a part of my YouTube family and subscribe. I do bring these What's for Dinner videos to my channel weekly and sometimes twice a week. So if you're just needing some new dinner inspiration or some new dinner ideas, I'm telling you, I am your girl. I will hook it up. I would love to have you hit on that subscription button down below and also turn on your post notification bells so you do not miss out on any of my future videos. So yeah, let's hop right into it. And so once I got all my chicken cut up, I'm just going to go ahead and add in some butter into my pan here. And I'm just going to let this melt. Then I'm going to go ahead and add in my chicken. And so next I'm just going to add in some of this Hidden Valley ranch seasoning. So I don't know about you guys, but I love this stuff. So I'm just doing it according to my taste and liking. And I will also have all the measurements and stuff down below if you want to just check out the measurements of what I used. But yeah, I'm just going to cook this up until there is no longer pink visible. So once my noodles were done, I just went ahead and set them aside, and I'm just going to be preheating my oven to 400. And so once my chicken was done, I went ahead and added it into a plate and just set it aside. And I'm just going to wipe this pan out really quickly because we're going to be using the same pan to make our sauce. So here I'm just going to go ahead and add in some butter here. And then once it's melted, I'm going to go ahead and add in a tablespoon of minced garlic, and I'm just going to mix it around for about 30 seconds to a minute or until it begins to get nice and fragrant. And so next I'm going to add in a tablespoon of flour, and I'm just going to give that a good mix. Then I'm going to get ready and add in my heavy whipping cream. And so next, I'm just going to add in some Parmesan cheese along with some bacon bits that I made previously in the day for this recipe. And also I'm going to add in some more Hidden Valley ranch seasoning. I want to say about a tablespoon, but I will have all the exact measurements that I used down in the description box. And I'm just going to mix that up until it begins to get nice and thick. And so once my sauce was thickened, just like so, I'm going to get ready and add in my pasta. Now y'all, I was honestly thinking I wasn't going to have room in my pan. So I just went ahead and added in my pasta. And y'all can see, like, I was literally like, oh my god, I'm not going to have space. But I did. So what I did was just mix up the pasta first. Then I just added in my chicken and just kind of slowly mixed it up. And then after this, we're going to pop it into a baking dish. And so here I am adding in my chicken. As y'all can see, there's like barely almost any room at all. But I just slowly just went ahead and mixed it in nice and slowly just to make sure I had space. And so next we are going to go ahead and get ready and pop it into a baking dish here. So as y'all can clearly see here in a minute, y'all can see I was having trouble trying to pour it into my baking dish. I thought it was just going to pour all over my counter. So eventually I ended up getting in there. So next we're just going to top it off with a whole bunch of mozzarella cheese. If y'all know me, I love cheese. The more cheese, the better. Then we're going to also top it off with some bacon bits. And also, you guys, if you guys do decide to try out any of these recipes, I would love to have you comment down below and let me know how they turned out for you. I love to hear you guys' feedback and all that fun stuff. So I would love to have you comment down below and let me know how they turned out for you if you do decide to try any of these out. And so next here, I am just going to pop on my bacon, and I'm just going to pop this into a 400-degree oven for about 15 to 20 minutes or until the cheese is nice and bubbly. And so here is this beautiful dish out the oven. As y'all can see, it looks seriously so delicious with all the cheese and the bacon, and I just topped it off with some parsley. And here is my plate, you guys, and this was seriously amazing. So like I said, if y'all do try these out, comment down below. So hey you guys, so on this night I decided to make some ground beef and potato flautas. So here's all the ingredients you're going to need. I have some salt, cumin, garlic powder. I also have some queso fresco here. I have some avocados, limes, and cilantro. Now I do have some lettuce in the fridge, so I might use lettuce instead of cilantro. I don't know, just gonna have to find out to the end of this recipe to see which one I picked. But anyways, you're gonna need your choice of corn tortillas. I have some vegetable oil, some ground beef, and I also made some mashed potatoes here already. So this is everything you're going to need. So let's hop right into it. So here I just have a little bit of oil in my pan, and I'm just gonna go ahead and add in a half of a large white onion, and I'm just gonna mix this up and saute it just for about 1 minute or so, just until they begin to get a little bit softened. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add in my ground beef. Here, so now I'm just gonna start breaking it up, and as you can see, some of my meat is still a little frozen, but that is okay, because trust me, y'all, sometimes I'll be forgetting to take meat out, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I'm sure we all do it. So I went ahead and added in some salt, cumin, and I'm gonna add in some garlic powder as well. Then I'm just gonna continue to break this up. So I'll be back on here once my meat is all browned. And so once it's all browned up, I'm gonna go ahead and strain it. So here I have it all strained. I'm gonna get ready and add in my potatoes. And you just want to mix it until you have it nice and combined, just like so. And next, I'm just going to get started on warming up my tortillas. I like to warm mine up on a comal, but you can also use a microwave. You can also put some tortillas on a plate and warm it up in the microwave for about 45 seconds. And that should work fine, but this is just the way I do it. So once you have them nice and warmed up, we're going to get ready and roll up our flautas, or some of you call them taquitos. So here's what I do. I usually just take a tortilla, I take some of the filling, and I'm just gonna add it into my tortilla. You can use as much or as little as you'd like. And then you just roll them up just like a taquito. Easy and simple, and you just continue the process until you've reached the amount of flautas that you're needing. And I also wanted to say, if you guys would like, y'all can follow me over on Instagram at Tia's Farmhouse Decor. I do like to post about my family, lifestyle, upcoming videos, home decor, and all that fun stuff. I would love to have you join me there as well. Thank you. And also, y'all can clearly see how much flautas that I got out of it. Like, especially if you're a larger family, this is so perfect. And even if you guys are not a larger family, y'all will have leftovers for days. Like, I'm telling y'all, they were seriously so bomb. Like, we only had probably like 4 left. So anywho, I have some oil in the pan. Once it got heated up, I went ahead and added in my taquitos. And you want to make sure the curved part of the tortilla is facing down first. And once they start getting crispy and a golden color, that's how you know you want to flip them. And like I said, once you see them starting to get crispy, that's how you know you want to flip them. And once all your tortilla turns that color, that's how you know they are done. And once they are done, you just want to place them on a paper towel. Here I just have a clean dish towel that I'm placing them on. But it's literally that simple, you guys. Super easy. Don't take long to make at all. And I really, really love this. My kids love these. I grew up on these, so these are seriously a hit. And the hubby even loves them, so super easy. So here I have all of my flautas done. And now for the best part, you guys, we're gonna be plating. So here I just have my taquitos or my flautas. I'm just gonna go ahead and add on some sour cream and all my delicious toppings. So next I'm just going to add on some fresh lettuce. I just feel like the lettuce gives it a nice fresh taste. And I'm also going to add on some queso fresco along with some salsa verde that I made previously in the day. And then I'm also going to add on some fresh avocado, and I'm going to have some limes on the side, you guys. Now that is seriously so easy, so delicious, and it's seriously so easy. It does not get any easier than that, you guys. Like, I'm telling y'all, give this recipe a try. And like I said, make sure you comment down below once you do try it out or any of these recipes, and let me know how they turned out for you. I would love to get your feedback. And so here is my plate. As you can see, these flautas look absolutely delicious, and my kids love them. And I'm telling you, your kids will love them too. So on this particular night, I'm going to be making some barbecue bacon meatloaf. So here I just drizzled on some olive oil, and I'm just going to go ahead and add in half of a large onion, and I'm just going to saute these for about 2 to 3 minutes or until they begin to get nice and softened. And so next I'm just going to go ahead and add in a tablespoon of minced garlic, and I'm just going to saute that just for about 30 seconds or until it begins to get nice and fragrant. So next I'm just going to get started on my meat. I'm going to go ahead and add in my egg along with my barbecue sauce. I'm also going to add in some Worcestershire sauce along with my onions and my bacon bits. Then I'm also going to get ready and add in my breadcrumbs along with some salt. And so next I'm just going to go in with my bare hands, and I'm just going to give it a good mix and make sure everything is combined nicely. So once it's done, y'all, we're going to get ready and bake it. But anyways, this is the barbecue sauce that I was using, just in case you guys were wondering. So you guys, I do not have a bacon dish for a meatloaf, so I just use my regular bacon dish, and then I just form it into the shape as a meatloaf, and it turns out fine every single time. And so here in a minute, I'm just going to go ahead and add on my first layer of barbecue sauce, and I also have my oven preheating to 400. And so next I'm just going to pop this baby into a 400-degree oven, and I'm just going to let this bake for about 30 minutes. And then once that 30 minutes is up, I'm going to go ahead and add on one more layer of barbecue sauce. And oh my gosh, you guys, this was smelling so good. It had my whole house smelling so delicious, and I could not wait to eat. Like literally, I've been saving room all day so I can just eat dinner. So I was super excited about this. Then you just want to bake it for an additional 30 minutes until it's done. So here is my plate, you guys, and I just served it with some cheesy Parmesan broccoli along with some mashed potatoes, and it was seriously thebomb.com, okay? And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye!